Welcome. In front of me is a XIAOMI Black Shark 3, and today I'll show you a couple tweaks and tricks that I can do on this device. So I'm gonna start off with probably the most or the best one for this device, which is the refresh rate. So we're gonna increase it to 90 Hz by going into the display and refresh rate right over here. Change it to high, and this will in terms increase the smoothness of everything you're doing by displaying more frames per second. Imagine this like a slideshow that instead of 60 slides per single second, you will see now 90. So when you're scrolling down, everything will be smoother and overall the experience will feel a little bit better. Then moving on, we're going to go into the dark mode, which, because it's Android 10, majority of the devices now have it by default, and you can find it as a toggle in your notification right over here. Tap on it and automatically changes to dark mode. Now this also includes the default apps like messaging, dialer, calendar, as you can see, settings. So majority of them will be supported by the dark mode. Now apart from that, apps that you download from Play Store will need to be supported by the developer in the dark mode, so they will actually detect that your device is in dark mode and change it, or for instance have it as a toggle sometimes in the settings. And now there's also apps that just don't have it flat out, so with those apps you can't really do anything. Then moving on, we're going to go into the HDR. So this will in terms make non-HDR video simulate HDR, so it will look a little bit more colorful and a little bit better than the default one. And to do it, you want to go into the display and let's scroll down to video HDR mode. And right here you have a slide that shows you a bit of a difference of how the image will look like with this and without this, so you can choose if you like it or not. So let's go back, and the next thing that I want to show is the always on display. So this will display something like a time notifications on your display all the time when your device is locked. And to get this enabled, we're gonna go back to the main settings page, and let's look for, there we go, always on display right over here. Tap on this to enable it, and then you can tap on the style, and you have fairly wide array of choices that you can choose from in terms of just styles. It's gonna have clocks, analog, then digital. Then also you have some signatures, which I believe you can also change. Yeah, so you can change what is written here. Also change the colors of this to different ones, position of it, text size. So as you can see, you can change quite a lot in here, at least in terms of text, and you can also select backgrounds. So for instance, you can just tap on one, you can choose what color it will be, and from there tap on apply. And now because it's enabled, we have checked that on, so wait. Let's see why it's not actually displaying. Oh, I know why. I have the, there we go. I believe now it's gonna say show. There we go. So as you can see now, it's gonna be showing this all the time. So because this is also an AMOLED display, it's only really lighting up the areas that it needs to display this image, comparing it to like a normal IPS display where the entire screen needs to be backlit to show anything. The black area all around is actually not lit up, so the display is basically off, all apart from this tiny little area right here where it needs to display those this image. So this won't be really consuming much of your battery, but it still will be consuming some, so keep that in mind. And if you want to get the most out of your battery, then I would say that this might not be the option for you. And the last thing that I wanted to show would be the gesture navigation. Now, gesture navigation will remove the buttons from the bottom and substitute them for actual gestures, so you won't really see anything, but you can basically swipe from sides to go back, swipe from the bottom to go home or to recent. and it just, in my opinion, works really well, and that does really remove that pesky little buttons that I am personally not a fan of. It just seems a little bit outdated. But to get this enabled, you want to go again into the settings, and from here we're going to scroll down to additional settings, and in here full screen display, and you have the full screen gestures. Enable that, and you can also learn how to use them. So let's learn. So you have swipe up to go home, swipe from the side, or no, it's swipe up and hold to go to recent, and swipe from sides to go back. You can see this arrow will appear, and then you go back, and same thing from the other side. And that's it. So now, as you can see, there's no more buttons on here, and you can simply navigate by swiping everywhere, as you can see. Now when you're on an area that you cannot swipe any further back, as for instance the home screen, it will just kind of try to slide to the next page, as you can see. So because there's no gesture here to be made. But other than that, it works really well for anything else. Wherever you go, you can simply, as you can see, swipe up and go, and it's also not as intrusive, so you won't be mis-swiping it. If you try to go from a side, you do have to go from really the side of the display, same as when you're going from the bottom. If you don't go straight from the bottom, but like a little bit above it, you can see that it doesn't react to it. So that is how you would enable this and also use it. But that will conclude all the tweaks and tricks that I want to share, and if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.